Again, students, as we are discussing in this chapter, the revision part of reaching the age of adolescence. And today we come to the next part, 30 November, to understand the different types of glands and the secondary sexual characters in our particular body, which is also one of the changes of puberty. That is the learning outcome for today's class. So the first topic that we're going to do is increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. What are sweat glands and what are sebaceous glands? And what will be the different kinds of secondary sexual characters that we'll discuss here in the next slides. But before that, let me go to the previous slides. Before that, I will go to the previous slides, which we discussed in the last class, the different changes in puberty. So we discussed Adam's apple in the last class. The Adam's apple is the growing voice box that can be seen as a protruding particle. Some people are having this part enlarged, but is coming out of the skin. So that is called Adam's apple. Then we discussed about the voice change, that puberty, the voice box, the larynx begins to grow. Boys develop a larger voice box and they have a very deep and hoarse voice, and the larynx is visible clearly. But in girls, the larynx is hardly visible and they have a very high-pitched voice. Whereas the boys, they have a very deep voice. So voice change is one of the primary things which happens during puberty. Then we have change in body shape. We have shoulders become broader and chest becomes wider. The muscles of the body grow prominently. In girls, the region below the waist becomes wider and the muscles also do not grow prominently, because boys have very strong muscles, whereas the muscles of the girls are not very strong. So that's why physically, if you want to say that masculine gender is more stronger than the feminine gender. Then we did this activity in the last class, the height. You can also calculate your height, present height by percentage of full height into 100. When suppose your present height is suppose 120 centimeter, but your percentage of that particular age should be 75%. So you can calculate that till how much height you will grow. Okay, so you will grow, if your present height is 120 centimeter, the maximum age height that you can grow in your lifetime will be 160 centimeter. So these were some of the things which we discussed in the last class. Rate of growth, increase in height. These are the changes which we discussed in the last class. Puberty, increase in height, change in body shape, voice change. Today we will be discussing the last three. That is increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands, development of sex organs, reaching mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. These are the things we will be discussing in today's class. So let us start with the next topic, that is increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. Now, the secretion of sweat glands and sebaceous glands increases